Let's turn our attention to the other colossus on the continent, Nigeria. 6 months into the year, the country is yet to have a national budget for the fiscal year 2017. Now, President Buhari, as you will recall, submitted the estimates to Parliament in December. It took lawmakers 5 months to debate it and then finally pass it. And even after legislators passed it close to a month later, the president is yet to sign it into law. Here's Deji Badmus explaining why.
Nigeria has had a reputation of not keeping to time when it comes to hammering out its national budget. But this is the very first time the country would be halfway into the year and it still hasn't got a budget. It's now about 3 weeks since the approved budget was sent to the Vice President for assent, but is yet to do it. Sources within the presidency say it's because lawmakers made several extraneous insertions in the budget.
Before this budget becomes law, is signed and we start implementation, we may be talking about the end of this month. So what has happened so far is not a best practice worthy of replication, and it provides opportunity for both the executive and the legislature to say, never again shall we allow the budget to come this late.
For a country still struggling to come out of recession, it's indeed a big surprise that the budget is taking this long in coming. Analysts say the situation could derail the small gains the economy has been making lately.
The economy is, sort of open back to business now. We've seen a lot of inflow in terms of foreign capital. The economy, the equity market is up in the last, 4 weeks because of the improvement we've seen in terms of FX. But maybe an aspect that the budget can address is the ease of doing business, and of course that speaks to infrastructural development. We need to fix a lot of roads to make movement, easier. We need, rail transportation that, this government have been, talking tough about. So the budget is critical for all of these things, and implementation of that capital bit of the budget, this 2017 budget, is critical, and we need to get it out as fast as possible.
The delay in the passage of the budget will sure have a negative impact on the implementation of some key projects like road construction. The country is currently in the rainy season, which could slow or lead to suspension of road construction works in some parts of the country. By the provisions of the Nigerian Constitution, the Vice President has just 30 days within which he must give his assent to the budget or return the document to Parliament. He now has less than 2 weeks to make up his mind on what to do with the budget. There are reports he might eventually sign the budget next week. But as the waiting game continues, the business community is left to deal with an uncertainty that does not in any way help the economy of this country. Deji Badmus, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.